Hello, everyone. Hello. I hope you're well. Getting ready for the festive season. We're now in December, so the countdown is absolutely upon us. But before that happens, I'm delighted to say that I'm here with my very good friend, William Redpath,
Nice.
the guy that makes Grow Remotes down in Antrim happen in this area, the facilitator, the man that brings us all together. And we're going to talk today, very briefly, about the next event that is coming
Mm.
up. William, can you do me a favor and start off by reminding us what Grow Remote is before we get into the event
Yes,
itself?
of course I can. So, GrowRemote is a national not-for-profit organization that believes in improving the access to the workforce for everyone, including, of course, remote workers and hybrid workers. But more than that, it also believes in creating environmental and social change by keeping people in rural areas. So they're spending their money locally and they're supporting local business, but they're also not spending that horrible commute into Belfast and the West Link, and actually maybe staying in the local community, not necessarily working from home, but perhaps from a local remote working hub, that type of thing. But basically, it's all about supporting remote work and trying to see the economic, environmental, and social benefits of doing that. And some of the things that we have been doing, because the way in which GrowRemote operates is through volunteers like you and I, Martin, in local areas such as County Down, and it generally operates on a county level. So we've actually had a couple of events in the last 2 months since we've started. So we had an event in October. I had to think there for a second. We had a kind of, in fact, we had an event in September. What am I
Yeah.
saying? We have 3 events. We had an event in September where we brought some people together, talked all about remote work, but it was a bit more formal, more of a panel discussion type thing, but lots of fun. We also had some wine at that event, which is good crack. Then in October, we went to the hillside in Hillsborough and we got together a lot of remote workers for a much more informal get together, a social gathering to just have some wine. I think some people did enjoy a pie actually that evening from memory. And then last month, we got really exotic and went over to the Plough in Hillsborough. So we met somewhere else, went to the Plough and met up again with remote workers in Hillsborough in County Down for a social gathering. But we do have a December event on Saturday, the 10th of December, uh, kicking off at 10-ish next Saturday, which is, as I said, the 10th of December. But seeing it, Martin, as you're the person that gave me the idea, maybe you could tell people a little bit more about what's going to happen next Saturday.
I feel like I've been roped in here or something, but anyway,
You have, you
no. To
have.
be fair, I have been incredibly impressed by the work that you've been doing, William. You've brought together some really
Thanks.
fantastic people to some really fantastic places. I was lucky enough to be at the first one down in Clockwise in Belfast. It was a lovely
Ah,
event, and as you say, it was a little bit more formal because it was structured and there was presentations or talks and all that type of stuff. But it was great. And then I have to say the Hillside event was really, I'm trying to think of the word to describe it. Comfortable, I suppose, is one of the words.
mm,
It's a lovely wee
yeah, it was
venue,
fun.
and we were all snug in that little in that space that we had in there, and again, it was fantastic people with great conversations and just a lovely way to meet people. Now,
Mm,
one of the things that we have been doing with Gilchrist and Co as a practice, and with other people such as Dr. Johnny Bloomfield down at Stormont, he organises Netwalk NI,
oh yeah.
was going out for this netwalking. And I have been on, I've had quite a few now. It's going over quite a period of time, and lots of people come along. Anybody that follows my LinkedIn feed will see the evidence of that. But going out for a walk with someone in the fresh air and getting the opportunity to have a conversation. We're not climbing mountains here. It's not a race. It's not couch to 5K. It's not park run. It's literally people coming together, going for a stroll, getting a bit of fresh air, and the opportunity to have a conversation in a way that's a little
Mm,
bit different from normal.
yeah,
So that's what I think Saturday the 10th will be all about. You might get your
I
head
hope
first,
so.
but hopefully you'll not be breaking too much of a sweat. Unless, William,
Yeah.
you've got a different plan here, but
No, we're not doing a park run. Don't worry about that. Look, and for people that are like watching this and haven't been to Hillsborough Forest Park before, I mean, it's a pretty flat terrain. You're not going to be asked to like go up any major inclines. I think there's a couple of hills, but it's pretty steady stuff, and it's all like a track, so it's fine. We're going to be on a path. I really enjoy doing stuff like that because even the activity of walking and actually talking to people when you're walking is completely different to sitting down and talking, because you just think differently and you tend to be a bit more positive. You got more energy, you get the endorphins going. So if you're somebody that is like does a lot of going for coffees and wants to mix it up, and you've never done that networking thing that Martin's described, like this is the perfect opportunity to try it, because everyone's really nice in this network as well. And you don't have to, we're not going to like shake you down for any money as well. So you can just come along and be part of this wonderful network and meet some new people and meet some more remote workers. Because if you're a remote worker watching this is so cool because you're not the only one. There's lots of other people around County Down that do remote working. So come and meet them, come and check it out, come and get connected to this group of people and come and find out about our activities. It's all about connection. It's all about socializing. It's all about getting to know each other a little bit better. And hopefully you might even meet somebody next Saturday who you might build a bit of a relationship with as well. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So that's what we're going to be doing next Saturday, the 10th of December, 10 a.m. meeting Hillsborough Forest Park car park. And we're going to be setting off at about 10:15 or so. So if you're there after 10:15, come find us. We'll be wandering about. Yeah.
short and sweet. I think that's all the information everybody needs.
It is.
I am really looking forward to catching up with you then again, William. Lovely people that have been coming along before. I'm sure there'll be more good ones. Was there another point? I noticed you pointing. Was there another point?
No, I'm just doing that because it's
absolutely
fun.
And I think that's us done. Thank you very much, William. I'll see you.
No worries. Thanks, Martin. Catch you soon.